I gotta tell you, as this film ended, I was thoroughly impressed with this film. As you can see, it starts off pretty nice, in the sense that we see two people who are able to get away from their war-torn country, looking to better themselves. But little did they know that something from their past is about ready to pay them a visit, to take a little bit of a payment for something that they've done. They don't know what they've done. Well, I think we don't know what they've done, but they sure as hell know what they've done. And if you look at this trailer, it's he shows you all of the craziness, all of the stuff like that. Look at that. There's spooky stuff going on, voices. You see visions of these people, spirits, And it's bad enough that they're in a crappy apartment, but then they had to deal with this. And the husband, their Bull, is the first one to notice these people, these spirits, stuff like that, disturbances in their house. And right here, he's trying to convince them that they want to leave, and uncontrollable. That's like a very uncomfortable laugh right there. See, you see, there's a lot more there to meets the eye. In fact, it wasn't there. They had a daughter. At least we thought they had a daughter, but it turns out that that daughter was someone else's. That's the only way they could get on that bus, is to have a child. And I gotta tell you, this movie really had a lot of twists and turns, and I loved how they wrote that into the movie. And it really lets you just see what can happen if you just do a straightforward, just simple story with some good scares, some good acting, some good visuals, some good makeup and blood and whatever you want, what little bit of blood they had there. But this movie was so enjoyable. My faithful subscriber there, Dika, another one. This guy keeps this person keeps hitting home runs with their recommendations. I've liked every one, pretty much. And this was really, really good. That when I was watching this film, and the moment that it was revealed that that wasn't their daughter, that they supposedly lost at sea when they were traveling by sea to England from South Sudan, from their war-torn country. We thought, I'll speak for myself. I thought that was their daughter. They lost their daughter. That's unfortunate. Then it's revealed through a flashback that the husband abducted the little one, the girl. You even see her mom. She's yelling out for her mom, and her mom is running towards the bus. But they got the child so that they can get on that bus and get out of there. My mouth was open like, holy crap! Like, really? They did that? They're not the nice, kind couple. It's funny because there are times where they were saying, "Oh, we are nice. We're good people," and it makes you think, "Oh, why do you keep saying that?" And then I think they're trying to convince themselves. I mean, they arrived there at that piece of crap hotel. Well, not hotel, but apartment. This bunch of garbage, it smells, holes in the wall, but not that many holes. There really weren't many holes at all, and until he created them. But there was like just some weird things where wallpaper came off, and there was a hole, and he's pulling out what is that? A line of something. They're just keeps pulling. I thought about the Three Stooges where Curly's pulling on the extra cable. You know, I'm not going. I'm like going, what is this, Three Stooges? You know what I mean? But you just see some real eerie, eerie visions and visions of eerie, like ghost-like people. You find out that they're actually the ghosts of the people that were on the ship or on that boat, and they're both getting messages from these. Especially there's this one guy, and this eerie, like almost like the leader of these what's called like, oh, what was it revealed that she said what did she say it was, a night witch or a peth, I guess that's what you call it. And she said that she was told that she could have her daughter back if and revealed later on, you can see that she's saying that they're telling her to take some flesh from her husband, more like sacrificing him so that she can get her daughter back. And then this what do I call it, this evil spirit, this, maybe it was the night witch, was talking to him and saying, that you owe us, you need to pay for what you did. And I'm like, what was it? What could it have been? And of course, it leads it's to the thing of the fact that what he did with the taking the daughter of another woman and passing it off as their own to get on the bus, and that's what he needed to pay for. He tried doing that. He actually willingly gave himself. He cut himself open, and that was the part that was really like, oh my god! Like, I was really cringing, and I was like, kind of like I was about to, lose it. He puts his hand in his forearm and he's like going like this. He's like, you see his hand underneath his arm, like he's right in there, deep in there. And then she decides that she's not going to, she's going to stay. She's not going to care about getting back someone who's not really their daughter. And then she ends up slitting the throat of the spirit, this ghost, whatever you want to call it, and this witch, maybe, I think that's what that was. And they decide, talking with the people who are in charge of pretty much deciding whether or not they're going to not go back to their country and stay in London, in England, that they're going to stay. And then in the end, you see a bunch of these all the people that were passengers. You kind of see them behind them, and then you see them alone. And it was just like, that's the spirits that are that kind of attach themselves to them, I guess, But that's what I loved about this movie, is that it's just a classic look, old-fashioned type of scary movie. You tell that visual effects were minimal, in the sense that they basically just went after this good old-fashioned scares. You had some blood in there. You had some what do you call that? Just ways of using minimal effects to get the maximum scares. You know what I mean? Like, I love this movie. Was really great, as I've been saying. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought that it relied a lot on just simple practical effects, some old-fashioned scares, using the camera very well. I like the just the makeup they used, and the simple yet effective way of showing ghosts, and showing those real scary apparitions. Like, he turns off the light, you see them, you turn it off, they're gone, but they can still physically grab him and stuff like that. And that's what we had me watching it, like, from the moment I started it to the end. And wow, I enjoyed it. And again, I want to thank Dika, my faithful subscriber, for another home run of a suggestion. Thank you. And for those of you who stopped by and checked out my video, I appreciate it. And in closing, as always, take care.